I'm PamOnSunset, and today we're testing fall DIYs. Get excited! Today's video is very exciting for many reasons. 1, I love fall. 2, I love DIYs. 3, this is a collab with the amazing Katie Bookster. I've done a couple collabs with her in the past. She does awesome DIYs. My favorite recent video of hers is where she tried to recreate art that was like really expensive at Urban Outfitters and places like that, and she made it for super cheap because she's a DIY queen. I said queen, girl! Katie's probably more like the DIY princess. Love you, Katie. So we're both doing cozy fall DIYs, and what's more cozy than having a little like candle light next to you? I'm actually testing 2 different mason jar candles. The 4th reason why this is really cool is because sometimes I ask you guys if you have any DIYs you want me to test out. And Mel Ibarra, I hope I'm saying that right, who is true Pam Fam, comes here almost every week. I see comments from them. So thank you so much for suggesting this. It's gonna be awesome. Let's find out the real deal on this DIY. So today's YouTube inspiration is Jeanine Amapola. I had never been to their channel until Mel suggested that I go there, and so I did. And they had some really cool stuff, so you should go check it out too. For today's tutorial, you need a mason jar, letter stickers, and Twinkle Lights. So what Jeanine did was she wrote Happy Fall here, and then it was like a fairy fall light thing, and it was really cool looking. So I'm gonna try and recreate it. The first step that she did was she wrote Happy Fall out with her stickers. Ooh, so far so good. I'm gonna do uppercase and lowercase letters just because I think it looks cool. This is what it looks like so far. The next step she did was she just took some Twinkle Lights and shoved them right in this jar. Whoa! You can't see how cute that looks on camera, but it's cute. Ooh, fairy Twinkle Light. Overall, I would say this is worth it. It's a really quick way to add some fall decor to your room, your bedroom, or maybe even your dorm room, especially because you can't have candles in most dorm rooms, so this would be like a cool way to add some, like a little bit of fall coziness. Here are my tips. Tip number 1. All of this together was really cheap. The mason jar was like less than $1. I got the Twinkle Lights at IKEA for really cheap. I've seen them other places. I think Target has some. And the stickers I got on Amazon also for about $1. So this is like, I think it was maybe like $3 at the most. Tip number 2, I would maybe try to find Twinkle Lights that don't have to be plugged in because it limits where your DIY has to be. Tip number 3, I wrote Happy Fall because that's what Jeanine wrote, but really you could write anything and you could have this be a year-round decoration. I think it would be pretty cool to just be like next to your bed or somewhere. It's really cute and easy. Okay, on to the second jar. This one's actually gonna have a candle in it. This inspiration is from Cottage Life. They have a lot of sophisticated DIYs, so go check out their channel. It's going to have leaves all over it, and then when the candle goes in it, it like looks all fall and cute. Oh, I can't stand it. For this tutorial, you need a mason jar, water-based sealer, fall leaves, a glue brush, and ribbon or twine. First step that they did is they took their water-based sealer and they put some on the jar. Here we go. Let's find out the real deal on this DIY. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Ooh, it up. Okay. Then they stuck a leaf, mine are fake, onto the jar. Uh-oh, sticking it all. Uh-oh. Anymore. I'm gonna have glue all over my hand. All over my hand! It's sticking. It's not gluing at all. Well, the next step is that they overlapped more leaves. So I'm just going to keep trying to do this in hopes that when it dries, it sticks better. I don't know. That one stuck maybe 5% better. I'm going to try gluing this with something else first. And then putting the Mod Podge over it. I'm trying a clear scrapbooker's glue. Just to stick this onto the actual jar. Going rogue. Testing it out for you guys. Yep, that's working. Yeah, look how much better that's sticking. I don't know about this water-based sealer, guys. Alright, I'm gonna continue doing that all the way around the jar. We were supposed to do with the sealer. It's like almost working. I'm gonna let this dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna try and come back and put some Mod Podge over it for the pieces that are sticking out. Like that. 15 minutes later! Alright, so some of these fell off. But the ones that are still on, I'm gonna try and put some Mod Podge glue over it. And hopefully the little pieces that are sticking out will stay down. I'm scared. I want it stick! I think the other glue was working better. Maybe I should just put more of that on. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit longer. Again. Okay, the final step is she took a twine, but I'm gonna take a ribbon and just tie that at the top just to add like a little cute accent. Next, you take a tea light and drop it in there. Oh, then you light it. Try not to light your face on fire. Oh, there we go. Woo! And here's what it looks like at night. Here's the real deal on this DIY. This DIY is worth it. But just barely. Finished product actually looked really cool, but it was like really difficult to get it to work. But here's my tips. Tip number 1, I would use some kind of clear scrapbooking glue, or maybe try a clear crazy glue, but Mod Podge water sealant does not work. Tip number 2, you could say, Pam, this might be easier with real leaves, but I actually think it would be way harder. I think the fake leaves are easier to like mold. I think if you were trying to mold a real leaf that it would just crumble. Tip number 3, make sure when you're putting the leaves on your vase that you leave space for the little ribbon, unless you don't want the ribbon. But if you do, make sure your leaves are a little bit lower on the jar. Also, make sure you go to Katie Bookser. There's a link down below to see her cozy fall DIYs, because she's awesome. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Pam fam. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And leave a comment down below, especially if you have any DIYs you want me to test out, because shout out to Mel. I tested out their DIY that they wanted me to. I got glues all over my hand.